In the vast universe of Swallowed Star, Luo Feng's road to growth was never a journey taken alone. Across countless crises, transformations, and breakthroughs, two figures stood beside him, each playing an irreplaceable role. Babata, the quirky yet loyal AI steward, and Irina, the cold, powerful Zerg Queen. Both contributed immensely to Luo Feng's rise, yet their ultimate destinies diverged dramatically. One rose higher and stayed at Luo Feng's side for 80,000 years, while the other was left behind on the Earth defense line, seemingly forgotten. Why did two equally important companions end up receiving such vastly different endings? Behind this contrast lies a profound truth about bond and value within the Swallowed Star universe. Babata's journey begins with Yunmo planet master Huyambo. Once a simple artificial intelligence designed to protect its master's inheritance, Babata gradually evolved into a life form with independent will, emotions, and personality. From the moment Luo Feng touched the Yunmo star legacy, Babata evaluated him, recognized his potential, and ultimately chose him as Huyambo's successor. From that point onward, Babata became Luo Feng's advisor, mentor, logistical manager, emotional support, and even his personal life coach. Whether it was deciphering cultivation techniques, understanding the secret codes of Yunmo planet, improving genetic potential, or choosing battle strategies against universe-level and domain lord-level threats, Babata's guidance formed the foundation of Luo Feng's early growth. The bond forged through countless life-or-death trials made Babata more than a companion. Babata became family. It was Babata who helped Luo Feng navigate traps left by immortals. It was Babata who managed his weapons, his armor, and the inherited treasures he could barely understand. It was Babata who nagged him, encouraged him, scolded him, and even teased him about Shushin, giving hints that helped win her heart. As many fans say, Babata isn't just an AI. Babata is the guardian who truly watched Luo Feng grow up. This emotional bond is reflected strongly in fandom. In a character support ranking poll, Babata overwhelmingly received 42% of all votes, far surpassing even other major characters. When Babata's retirement scene aired, it generated massive emotional resonance, gathering nearly 250,000 comments. Viewers called Babata the Little Devil, the Eternal Companion, and the most loyal character in the story. The love for Babata comes not from power, appearance, or combat, but from bond. Irina, on the other hand, entered Luo Feng's path in a completely different way. Unlike Babata's emotional companionship, Irina was originally a high-value asset sealed by Huyambo using the Soul Imprint secret technique. Her role was not to guide Luo Feng, but to serve as the strongest tool in his arsenal. Once awakened, she immediately displayed her astonishing value. With massive resources provided by Luo Feng, Irina produced endless Zerg legions, millions of soldiers capable of ravaging armies and entire planetary battlefields. Her presence transformed Luo Feng's fighting capabilities. The swarms allowed him to dominate the battlefield of the Black Domain, sweep enemy fortresses, and emerge victorious in conflicts where he would have otherwise been helpless. Without Irina, Luo Feng's early cosmic expansion would have been nearly impossible. And yet, despite this immense contribution, Irina never formed a bond with Luo Feng. From beginning to end, their relationship remained strictly master and servant, forged by soul control and maintained by absolute obedience. Fans loved Irina's appearance, elegance, and power. Her character compilation videos easily surpassed 10 million views, but the comments were always about her charm, her strength, or her swarm command. Almost no one mentioned emotional connection because none existed. Irina was admired, but not emotionally embraced. Beyond emotional bonds, another core difference determined their destinies: the pace of functional iteration. Babata's abilities evolved with Luo Feng's journey. As Luo Feng became stronger, reached higher realms, and began interacting with the pinnacle systems of the universe, Babata transitioned from an inheritance management AI into a virtual universe administrator, helping Luo Feng manage intelligence, monitor communication channels, oversee virtual projections, and handle confidential messages. Babata's usefulness increased as Luo Feng rose. Irina's usefulness, however, decreased. Zerg's swarm tactics worked brilliantly on low-level battlefields, But as Luo Feng stepped into the immortal and venerable realms, where combat revolved around spatial laws, divine bodies, and cosmic-level force, the swarm tactic became nearly irrelevant. 10 million insect soldiers meant nothing to a venerable. Even a World Lord swarm could not change high-tier cosmic battles. As Luo Feng entered the true peak of the universe, Irina's primary function lost relevance, and so Irina was left behind. Many fans saw this as abandonment, but according to the original novel side story, this was not the case. Luo Feng stationed Irina at the galaxy's defense line because that was where she was most useful. There, she continued to evolve. There, she eventually achieved immortality. There, she learned spatial laws and commanded an army of 1 million World Lord-level Zerg soldiers, not as Luo Feng's frontline tool, but as Earth's guardian deity. In the end, Irina did not fall. She transformed. And Babata? Babata followed Luo Feng all the way to the end of the first part of his life journey, eventually being integrated into the virtual universe company, becoming part of a system that lets him continue assisting Luo Feng indirectly. This wasn't just functional evolution, it was emotional continuation. They had grown together, survived together, and experienced 80,000 years of companionship. Ultimately, Babata and Irina represent two different kinds of relationships. One is companionship that grows into family. The other is power that grows into responsibility. One stayed by Luo Feng's side because of bond. The other remained behind because duty placed her there. And Luo Feng himself admitted, "Without Babata, I could never have completed the first half of my life journey." So when we compare them, the answer is simple yet profound. Babata represents Luo Feng's emotional past. Irina represents his battlefield past. Babata continues the journey because feelings transcend utility. Irina guards the home because power finds its proper place. Their destinies diverged not because one was valued more than the other, but because each fulfilled the role they were destined for. So what do you think? Between loyalty, strength, bond, and duty, which weighs more in the universe of Swallowed Star? If you enjoyed exploring the hidden logic, emotional depth, and character fate behind Swallowed Star, make sure to like the video and then subscribe for more long-form lore breakdowns. Your support helps bring more deep-dive content into the world of Donghua storytelling. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Every perspective adds to the journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.